Hejsan allihopa, välkomna, come on in. So today we are trying out these Waveformers from Amazon. I got mine off of Amazon, but I'm pretty sure you can get these from Wish and other places like that, like AliExpress, for a really affordable price. Mine were, I think, like $24 a pack. I actually got two because my hair might not look super thick, and it isn't, it's very fine. However, I have a lot of hair strands, so it actually happens to me every so often that I go to the hairdressers, they think it's going to be a really quick cut, and then they realized, oh, there's actually a lot more hair there than they thought, just because the hair type I have is very fine. And as you can see, my hair is very long, so it's almost my arm's length. So I needed the longest ones I could find. So I got mine in the 55 centimeters. If you get shorter ones, I think they are more affordable on Amazon, but since I have such long hair, I got the longest one. They are probably gonna be quite heavy in my head. I'm gonna put them in around 3:30 or so. I probably would have put them later, but because I'm filming this for you, that's why I'm putting in them a little bit earlier when I'm home alone and my husband doesn't have to creep around trying to be quiet. So yes, I am interested to see how these work. You might have seen other people try them, because I've seen a few people try them, but I was curious to see how they will work on my hair. So they just look like that. So they just look like this. They do stretch out, but when you let them go, they'll pop back into their original form, and then your hair is just supposed to dry in this. So you could use a like hair bonnet thing to dry your hair when it's in here. So you would put like damp, moist hair in this. Not too dry, but not too wet, because it will take forever for it to dry. However, I don't own a hair bonnet, and to be quite honest, I don't even want to use one because I don't like using heat on my hair. A lot of curls and stuff, I have to use a lot of heat on my hair and a lot of product to keep the curl, and trying to avoid damaging my hair with the hair tool. I prefer to do methods like pin curls or rag curls and stuff to curl my hair, especially as it's this long. I prefer to do that. However, pin curls takes forever in my hair. I can show you how I do it, but it takes a really long time to put them in. Anyway, so I am curious to see how these feel in the hair, how my hair will look when my hair is dried, and also how long it will last. Of course, lasting power will depend on your hair, but mine is very fine, extremely straight, doesn't want to hold a curl at all. So I find it best when I do a wet set and let it dry with pins or whatever I do. Foam rollers also work, but now my hair is so long, I do not really like the foam rollers right now. But anyway, so yes, I am interested to see how long my hair will stay wavy with these, because I do feel like they might fall out pretty quickly just because of the shape. I usually don't even brush my hair when I let it out, even though it probably would look better, but because the curls fall down so quickly, I usually don't. So I am curious to see how it will last with these. I am going to put one hair product in. The spray I am using is from Kotrin. It's a Finnish brand, and this is their Silky Texture Sugar Spray. And I was recommended in the store to use this, and I was a bit confused because I wasn't sure this would be the correct item to use, because they said, oh, it's a little bit like a salt spray. And I was like, that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a setting lotion, but they were like, not that many people use, you know, foam rollers anymore. People use hot tools and stuff, so, but you could try this, and I did, and I really loved it, and this is actually my second bottle. I don't know in which countries you can actually get Kotrin. I just bought mine in the store, and I have about this much left because I don't use it that often. Because I don't do my hair that often. I'm very lazy when it comes to my hair. I a lot of times just let it be free. But I'm gonna use this, and actually my hair is starting to dry, and I'm worried it's gonna dry too much, so I'm just gonna start spraying this in, and then I'm gonna section my hair and we'll start. So, and I'm gonna add a little bit more than I would maybe normally, because I do feel like these waves might need all the help it can get. Okay, just gonna do a quick brush to spread it out evenly. Probably should have cleaned my brush before this video, and yes, I just hit myself in the face with my own hair. Did not feel nice. Felt like somebody whipped me in the face with something, but yeah. Of course, be careful with your hair when it's wet because you are prone to breakage. So don't be too rough with it, but you do need to brush your hair out with these, I would say. So each packet comes with 28 of these, but as I said, in my hair, I do feel like I need more than 28. And they also come with 2 of these. So this one is broken up into 3 pieces. I just put it together already. And then you do this, you just thread it on, and then you just pull this through your hair. So I don't have a mirror in front of me, so I will be using the viewfinder to look at myself a little bit so I can see what I'm doing. But yes, I'm just gonna quickly section my hair a little bit so I don't have everything down. It makes it so hard to work. And I'm just gonna start with the bottom layers. You might want to start with the front and or top, but I'm just gonna start with the bottom, but I'm not doing a specific pattern. I'm just putting these in, so I'm not too worried about the sectioning. So let's just thread this one on. And I have actually used the curl formers that go round in a spiral, and I used to try them, and I remember them being really hard to put into the hair. So I am a little bit worried that this one will rip out my hair, but yeah, those were really hard, and you had to take pretty small sections. I do remember them being a little bit uncomfortable to wear, but yeah, let's see. It's gonna be heavy, that much I know, but hopefully these, because they're straight and not curly, will be easier to put into my hair. So I think the instructions says 1-inch sections or so, and you do want to have your hair brushed out because otherwise it can get easily tangled. I don't know, this might be a little bit big. Let's try. This might be a little bit too thin, but okay. Let's start with a thinner one. And then you hook it on. And just pull. Okay, that was pretty easy. That one didn't feel that bad. Let's do next one. And have it threaded on already. So just pull it through. There you go. There's 2. Let's grab another one. I don't really know if there's like, because they do wave like this, I don't think there is really a good way or the correct way to put them in, like which way the curl goes, you know. But you might want to put them, you know, away from the hair or something, to give more lift maybe to the roots. So if you lay it like this against your head, you know, it will technically lift your hair a little bit. But I don't know if they'll stay like this, they might twist, but yeah. As you can see with this one, so even if this is 55 centimeters, it still sticks out a little bit, but let's try to stretch it out. Yeah, and now you can see it went in there. So let's keep on doing this. I'm not gonna do these like super evenly, so don't come for me. I'm just doing my best, but not trying to be overly like even and trying to get them too even. The first time I actually saw these was Amber on Nosh. So she is from Belgium, and I think she lives in Brussels, and she has beautiful curly hair. I mean, wow, if I could have hair like that, wow. The only thing, before watching some people with really curly hair, I never realized how much work it is to have that curly hair and how much effort you have to put in to keep it beautiful. I was like, so I wish my hair would look like that, but then I'm probably too lazy to take care of beautiful hair like that, so, you know. But on her, the waves she got from these were amazing. So if you have curly hair and you're curious, I would watch her video. I'll link it down below, but you can find it because, I mean, her hair is beautiful. Anyway, so I'm just gonna do this. I'm not gonna ramble on because the video will be so long if I just keep on talking. So I'll just do this, and yeah, I'll film maybe a little bit of it, and then I'll come back and show you my full head of, yeah. This is something I remember using the Waveformers. They had a tendency to come apart. So, and they're quite expensive. So, I dreamt about them for so long. I was like, oh, I'm gonna use them all the time. I'll have these beautiful spiral curls. But the curl formers, they were hard to put in, and they were tugging at my hair, and they hurt. And yeah, I didn't love them. So I don't know if I actually gave them away because I think my hair was too long for them, and I never used them. So before I moved to Japan, I think I actually gave them to my sister or something. I don't know if she's used them at all, but yeah, I do think I gave them away, because even though I think one pack was like 60 euros back in the day when I got them, because I got them quite a few years ago. Anyway, enough rambling. I'm gonna do this and film some of it, and then yeah, I'll get back to you when I have my full hair of these. So here we have the bottom layer done. So yeah, let's go to the top layer. So as you can see, I've done my whole hair. I hope there isn't any loose hair in the back. I'm sorry if you can hear the sound, but yes, it is a bit annoying when it's rustling against your head. If you have a hearing aid, I would recommend to take it out when you have these in, because I do not think you want to listen to this rustle next to the hearing aid. Because I know some people say when they have a hearing aid and their hair touches it, it's annoying. So yes, I'm sure this will be a lot more annoying than just your hair rustling past. So quickly, these were pretty easy to put in. I feel like the curl formers are harder. I don't know if it is because these are not as stiff, the silicone end, and I do remember it getting caught on this. These were easier to put in if I remember correctly. I remember struggling with the curl formers a lot, which was one of the reasons I didn't use them a lot, because they pulled on my hair. And this did come apart a little bit, but I think usually when it came apart was the fact that I probably had a little bit too much hair that I was trying to pull through, and then it would get. I do remember when I had curl formers quite a few years ago, I think I actually ended up taping these or gluing it or taping it. I think I taped it to keep them put so I would be able to pull it out without them coming apart. However, thinking back on it, it probably was not a good idea, because I feel like this goes when you have too much hair and you're actually tugging on your hair and probably damaging it a bit, so that's good. But yeah, it took me a while, but as you can see, I have quite a few pieces in here. I might have a few that are maybe a little bit unnecessarily thick. However, if you put too much hair, that sticky thing, or this, will come apart. And some might not have as much hair as some, so they might be a little bit uneven. I'm not too worried, but I do have a few left. But if I only had one packet, it wouldn't have been enough. I know that much. It would have been not half, maybe more than half would have been done, but still there would have been some that did not end up getting put into these. I mean, I guess if you have the bottom part, you maybe would be able to just braid your hair and get like a wavy effect. And if it's underneath and you're not putting your hair up, probably wouldn't really show. But yeah, if you have fine hair but you have a lot of hair, I would recommend picking up 2 packs of it. But let's see how it looks tomorrow. So I'll go about my day today, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hello, it is the next day. Yes, I did manage to sleep a little bit with these in. I put on a red lip to take away from the tidiness in my face, probably. I don't know if it helps, but yeah. I did manage to sleep a little bit, but it wasn't a very good sleep. And I tossed and turned, and every time I turned, because I tried to put these up above my pillow so I could rest my head on the pillow and have these behind, but every time I turned, they moved and then had them scratching against my face and everything. So not a good night's sleep. So I am tired, have had 2 cups of coffee already, but yeah. So no, I would not recommend sleeping with these. We'll have to see what the results are, if it lasts, because if it doesn't last, I would say it's not worth it. But yeah, they are quite heavy. So last night I was actually sitting on the couch, like leaning back, putting these up, so it would support my neck so I wouldn't get a headache, and it did help. But yeah, I don't think everybody wants to lay immobile a whole day just to do their hair. Some of these, since I've been sleeping, you might be able to see have come out a little bit, like from the head. I know there's one that on this side somewhere. There is one here that has like slid down quite a bit. So that's also one thing if you wear them. They don't stay that tight. The one good thing with them not being that tight is that they don't pull on your hair and snag it. So, because that would cause breakage. But yeah, that does then happen, that some of them kind of slides and moves out of place. So I don't know when it moved, like had it already dried into one way or not, but yeah, that happened. So anyway, enough blabbing, let's start taking these out. Let's start with this one in the back and see what it looks like. So they do slide out pretty easily, which is nice. They don't tag or they don't drag on the hair. I don't know, can you see that? So I mean, it does have a wave. I just don't know if it's enough to warrant doing all this. Let's just start taking these out. Whee! So one thing with these not being that defined, they are like very wavy, but you might be able to see that they haven't waved my hair that much. I mean, it is wavy, it's obviously wavy, but I do worry about these falling out pretty quickly. And I did put a decent amount of the styling product, but yeah, I do worry that this won't last, so I might actually add hairspray, which I don't like doing. So here's the results, if you can see. So my hair is very long, so it might be a bit hard. Here is the wave. So as you can see, it did wave my hair, and I do feel like it looks nice. So I am gonna put a little bit of hairspray just to try to keep the hold. I don't have a lot left because I don't really like using hairspray. It gets all crunchy and weird. I don't like that. I found one hairspray that I kind of like from Label M, but I haven't been able to find that here in Japan. They might sell it at some salons, but I haven't really been to a hairdresser in a year and a half, so yeah. But I am gonna put this. I don't have a lot left, but I do want to try to keep the waves as long as I can, so it wouldn't be all in vain, because yeah, sleeping with those in and then losing the hairstyle immediately would be a bit of a shame. Hope you can see. I don't know if the light is good enough, but yeah, I do feel like it looks nice. It's nice and wavy. The question is it worth the effort? So I'll report back to you guys and let you know how it works on my long hair and if it stays like this. So it is the second day of using the Waveformers, and you might see there's a slight bit of definition in it, but not much. It looks probably quite straight. I don't know if you can see in the light. I have natural light shining on it, so maybe you'll be able to see a little bit better. But I do sleep with my hair in a braid, and yesterday, most of the day, I did have it up as a bun on my head because it was quite warm, and having a long hair that cascades down your back is not always the nicest. So yeah, I would say that if you have very straight hair, fine hair like mine, that is very long, that doesn't want to hold a curl, I wouldn't maybe recommend these. I feel like the effort you put in to make your hair all nice isn't worth it. If you want nice wavy hair, I probably would get one of those thongs that has the 3 clips and use that and get the wave from that. I mean, it's time consuming and you put it on your hair, but I think that probably would last you a little bit better than this did. I mean, as I said, you might be able to see there's still some definition, but some of it I think might be from the braid I had last night. I only sleep with usually one braid, just the whole hair, and my hair does feel like it has a little bit more volume at the end, but yeah, I don't think the effort is worth it. So maybe don't waste your money unless you can find them really cheap on AliExpress or something and you want to order them and try for yourself. But I wouldn't really recommend getting them off of Amazon, because I mean, you pay like, if you need as many as I do, you pay like 50 bucks for this kind of hair. So yeah, maybe not. And it does take a lot of effort and time, and keeping them in for a long time is not very comfortable. Sleeping with them is definitely not comfortable. I didn't sleep a lot previous night because I had them in. So yeah, probably wouldn't recommend them if you have hair like mine. If you have naturally curly hair, it might be really nice if it is able to keep the shape. It probably would look really beautiful, but yes, on my hair type, I think don't waste your money. So yeah, I wasted my money so you didn't have to waste yours, but let's go to the outro. So if you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more of me, then please hit that subscribe button. I would love to have you here in my little happy bubble of the internet. And I hope to see you guys real soon. Have a great day wherever you are. Hej då!